Hello everybody, welcome back. Ninjo X Let's Plays Let's Complete Pokemon Blue, Episode 5. Last time we got our badge and we're well on our way to finishing the early portion of the game. This episode I'd like to take a quick moment to divert our attention, and I'm going to go ahead and catch the other Pokemon that I need for the remaining out-of-game trades. We need 11 Pokeballs for this episode. So hopefully I don't have any screw-ups because, well, actually there's a bunch of trainers we're gonna fight too. Gonna get some stuff done. Something philosophical to talk about. I wish I would have thought about this before starting the episode. I guess just, how about the lack of weapons in the Pokemon universe? I don't mean just guns, but swords and all kinds of other stuff. They come up in the anime every once in a while, but in the games, they almost don't exist. Wickstrom of the Elite Four, I think, has a sword, and that's about it. People really rely on Pokemon in this universe for protection, which I guess would explain why battling is so important. Anyways, I'm going to go on ahead and cut while I catch some Caterpies now. Okay guys, we're back in. I managed to catch 5 Caterpie and a Weedle. We can finish up all of our out-of-game trades. Get all of the version-exclusive Pokemon that cannot be found in Blue version right after this episode ends. We should be able to crank that Pokedex number up pretty high. But I don't want to put too many seams in this episode, so we're going to go on ahead and head back over to where we were. Back through Pewter City, the city of rock and stone. And we're gonna beat some of these trainers. I'm feeling this girl first. That sounded way worse than I intended it to. Dart is going up first. Let's see what she has to say. That look you gave me! It's so intriguing. I tend to have that effect on people. I don't. But I wish I did. Lass wants to fight. Keep in mind this was in the era before they started giving trainers individual names. And we're gonna go on ahead and toast your mouse. Toast your mouse. Gonna have some rat kebabs. Those would probably be so disgusting. Not a lot of meat at all, and what meat there is wouldn't be very good. Dart gains some exp. Nidoran male. Uh-oh. Come on, Dart. I think he can take one more. Please be able to take one more. Critical hit. Should have seen that coming. Oh, I guess that's our first. We didn't mean for them to faint. Fainting in a battle. Annoying. Okay, but we defeated Lass, and be nice. I am nice. I'm a pretty nice guy. I mean, I'm not obnoxiously nice, and if you rub me the wrong way, I will get upset with you. But I'm generally a pretty nice guy. I don't like to be the bad guy. And we're gonna go on ahead, and I'm gonna skip back to town, and we're gonna heal really quick, then be right back. And we're back. And we're gonna fight this kid, who is wonders if I'm a trainer and then wants to fight me because of it. Hey yo, you a trainer? Big whoop, wanna fight about it? Yeah, I am a trainer. And you're a bug catcher, so Dart is going to have a clean sweep of your team for sure. Kaboom! Goodbye, Weedle. And Dart grew to level 13, which means now I get to switch into, and what a better Pokemon to switch in against than Kakuna. Something that cannot hurt me, and it's time to switch. Yeah, you harden all you like, Kakuna. It's not gonna make a bit of difference to me. And goodbye. No threat. Now, if his last Pokemon was Beedrill, that'd be cool, but instead he has a Caterpie and I think a Metapod. We'll find out. That would be the pattern. Come on, Medley. You're bumming me out with these almost one-hit KOs. You're better than that. And it's Jirachi. Good thing I'm not trying to catch it, because Jirachi is hard to catch. Ah, good job, Medley. Sorry if I'm a little out of it, guys. It's actually pretty late at night, but I'm gonna record this episode if it kills me. If I had new Pokemon, I would have won. No. If you had good Pokemon, you would have won. Like a Butterfree or a Beedrill or anything besides Caterpie, Metapod, Weedle, and Kakuna. Except Magikarp. But last episode, we battled Shorts. Now it's time for Shorts Part 2, Episode 2, Return of the Shorts, The Shortening. Hey, you're not wearing shorts! I am actually wearing shorts. I was thinking about that when I was out and around town today, that it was a bit too cold to still be wearing shorts. But I am wearing shorts. And you're wearing jeans. Either that or underwear. But you're definitely not wearing shorts according to your sprite. And you have a Spearow, and I forgot to switch Dart out of the front party slot. So Dart, you're just gonna have to take on this Spearow. And next time I've gotta remember to not be dumb. Ow! Good thing we're faster, because otherwise Dart might not be able to win. Dart definitely wouldn't be able to win. Okay, now this should take... Oh, thank you for allowing Dart to have some health. And throwing the last move of the fight. Pro tip of the day. Never use a buff move whenever you're almost knocked out. It's just not a good idea. Also, use a team of more than one Pokemon. Lost. I got 210 Pokémon for winning. I got some money. That means that I can replace some Pokeballs if I screw up some of the catches in this episode. And Dart, you're gonna go to the back of the line because you're level 13 now. And I'm going to go north and go east, and we're gonna fight some people. I really am kind of loopy and I don't have much to talk about. It must not sound very smart. I guess I could just talk about the Pokemon anime for a little bit. Let's talk about the Pokemon anime. It's incredibly non-canon to the games and to the mangas, but it kind of had to be. The games and the mangas at times are really dark, sometimes unsettling, and in a market where at the time the video games are being peddled mostly to kids, you gotta trick the parents just enough to let their kids, to convince them to buy their kids the games that they want. Companies don't even have to try that anymore. Pokemon, especially with the anime, puts on a very sunny, funny face. Everything's good, everything is wonderful all the time. And when it's not, it really gets to you. Normally there's a good reason for it. But it's not true to the games, and it's not true to the manga. Both of those at times are very dark. And I'm not just talking about the obvious stuff like Pikachu taking out Brock's Onix with a Thunderbolt, which was total bull. But a lot of the other stuff, like the atmospheres of the whole region of Kanto, it's nothing like in the games. And it's not true to itself. But it's a guise. It's an illusion to convince parents that it's an okay thing, that everything is cute all the time. And it kind of sort of became that way over time. I'm not saying the anime's bad. I really liked it when I was younger. I had a lot of fun watching it, and I still have fun with certain episodes to this day. The ones where the St. Anne sinks, the Island of Giant Pokemon, of course the premiere episode, and Bye Bye Butterfree are personal favorites of mine. What about Tower of Tragedy and the battles against Sabrina? Those creeped me out as a kid. They still creep me out. They're very unsettling, and I don't think they're very well written either. They're just mostly creepy for creepy's sake. And to me, overkill isn't artistry. Artistry is in the subtlety. If there's too much of something, then it overpowers the other flavors. You don't take filet mignon and pour a half a gallon of ketchup on top of it. Ketchup is okay in small doses on the right foods. But you don't want it to overpower the flavors of the other foods you're eating, otherwise you're just eating ketchup. And I don't think enough people understand that. And it bothers me. It bothers me deeply. I'm not saying you're wrong for liking the Pokemon anime if you do. Even the current episodes, which I've stayed pretty much clear of X and Y, but I watched a couple of those black and white ones. I liked the Pokemon Black and White games. And a couple of the tournament-y episodes of the anime were okay. But holy crap, Iris is so aggravating. Oh lord. Actually, you disabled Harden, so I can continue to attack. Thank you. Please disable Harden again. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest, I had a failed recording of this from my SD card and my camera broke. But, and this battle went on for ages because of it. That took no time. And now her Jigglypuff gives us claws to check out the Pokedex for Jigglypuff. And you can tell with the Pokedex that it appears in this area. After we run from this Pidgey, I'm going to go on ahead and skip until I find Jigglypuff. Because it can take a while. That was fast. That was faster. And here's our second chance. Time to try and catch another Puff. This one's a higher level, so it should be able to survive a confusion. Even though we're asleep, this is actually a good thing. I wasn't going to try to attack again. That's annoying. And we wasted a Pokeball. That's okay. It's no big deal. Jigglypuff, like Pikachu, I feel gets its fame from the anime. In the games, it's always been an utterly average normal type. And I normally don't use it. I'm not going to use this one either. But it's well known in the anime for walking around singing its song, which makes people fall asleep, then writing on their faces for falling asleep during its performance. That's pretty hilarious. But it pertains nothing to the game and nothing to its skills in battle. Sing is an unreliable sleeping move. It's incredibly inaccurate. And just, it's not worth your trouble. If you really like Jigglypuff, it's not the worst Pokemon out there. But to me, it's just completely mundane, at least until Gen 6, X and Y, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire soon, when they finally gave it another typing, Fairy. Fairy typing makes Jigglypuff pretty legit. I'm pretty sure it's Fairy and normal. And we're gonna go on ahead and deposit. I don't know why I ran all the way back here. And we're still on sped up, which is weird. Sorry guys, I'll desync the music or something so that you don't have to deal with it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be lazy. It's pretty late at night as it is. And we're gonna keep on walking. We're actually gonna get a lot of Pokemon in this episode, beat a lot of trainers, and possibly find a TM as well. And we're gonna head north into the Pokemon Center. This is something that the old Pokemon games used to do a lot that the new ones don't do very much. Outpost Pokemon Centers. Pokemon Centers in places that there aren't towns. Specifically put there so you can have an opportunity to heal your monsters. And yes, we're gonna go on ahead and heal. And we hope to see you again, because you're friendly, I guess. Hello there! Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just 500 Pokken. What do you say? That'll leave me enough to replace the Pokeball that I screwed up and wasted, so... yes. Do we want to give a nickname to Magikarp? Yes. Magikarp is our 4th party member. 2nd permanent party member. I know the name's a bit of a stretch, but we're calling him Shenron. And if you know what his final form is, you know why. Shenron, for those of you who don't know, is the magical dragon in the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z franchises that grants wishes. And even though Rayquaza, or Rayquaza as people say it's pronounced, looks more like Shenron, what Magikarp's going to evolve into looks quite a bit like it, a lot like it too. But if you thought that was the end to our party members, you've got another thing coming. Oh! How I wish this was a Nuzlocke. Okay, we're gonna go on ahead and use... uh-oh, this could take you out. You're pretty high level, but... oh no, it did not. Good news bears. And we're, like I said, we're 1 Pokeball short. Geodude was caught? Geodude was one of Brock's Pokemon. And even though it's the weaker of his two, Geodude's final form, Golem, is way stronger than Onix. Actually, Onix is both the weakest of type Ground and type Rock in terms of move pool and stats in Gen 1. And this is TM12, Water Gun. Now, we will be able to teach that to Shenron after he evolves, but Magikarp can't learn any moves, and this is a Zubat. Wouldn't be a Pokemon game without Zubat. And there is something about Zubat I'd like to mention. In the original games and beyond, it falls into the same, oh my goodness, confusion. Why is it that whenever people make a top 10 list on the worst gaming cliches, confusion never seems to come up? Confusion is always aggravating, it's always broke. It doesn't add any challenge to the game, it just makes it more frustrating. And in Pokemon especially, where confusion stacks with other status conditions, you can just have a bad time. Come on, Dart, break through it. Of course not. They say it's 50% chance of hurting yourself in your confusion. That is a lie. Well, we're at 50 so far in this fight. That was a critical hit? You know what? Zubat has a pretty high catch rate. Let's go on ahead and throw the ball. And we caught it. There are 2 things left to find in Mount Moon before we can move on. And we only have 1 Pokeball. No. Oh, anyway, Zubat falls into the same category as Beedrill in Gen 1 and in future games. Zubat is a slayer of type grass. Doubly resistant to grass, but unlike Beedrill, it's a little bit more versatile. It's a little bit more useful against other types. Still doubly resistant against fighting, super effective against fighting, doubly resistant to grass, super effective against grass, actually in Gen 1, neutral to bug. Because in Gen 1, was that a Pokeball? I'm sorry, it wasn't a Pokeball. It was an antidote or something. I'm gonna go ahead and run back to town and buy a Pokeball. Skip in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. There will come a day when Trainer X has money. But it is not this day. For today, we need Pokeballs. You know, like I said, I've got 2 things left to find in the cave in Mount Moon. So I'm gonna go on ahead and speed things up after I run from this Zubat so that I don't waste a bunch of your time. Speed up in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Fast Motion me. I just wanted to bring up something I talked about a bit earlier, weapons. There actually is one type of weapon that's seen quite frequently just in the first 3 games, and that is whips. Whips are used by Team Rocket, whips are used by Cool Trainers, and whips are used by Tamer. Okay, this is the first thing I was looking for. I actually want to add this Pokemon to the party. Now, I know a lot of people are creeped out by Paris. It has a creepy... Holy crap, that was amazing! It has a creepy Pokedex entry. It's creepy in the fact that when it evolves, its mushrooms possess it and control its mind. That's disturbing. But Paris shares the mantle with Tangela as the only grass type in Gen 1 to not also be part poison type. Meaning that he doesn't have that 4 times weakness to bug. He has a 4 times weakness to fire and flying to make up for it, but Paris is the only Pokemon in the original... Why are you confused? Oh, dang it, I confused you. So this ball has to work, otherwise... Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make a quick cut, and I'm gonna try and fix my stupid mistake. Okay, I don't know what the odds are, but Paris was literally the first thing I found heading back into the Mount Moon Cave. So, hope this time I switch my box to box 2, and now we'll be able to catch Pokemon. That's just not something I'm used to paying attention to, especially not in the future games where they've fixed that little thing. Okay, hopefully Scratch does not take it out. Good job, Dart. Way to be the tank that you're not supposed to be. Please. 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 Yes! Like I said, Paris is going to join the team right now. I'm going to go back and have it join the team. And that means we get to nickname it. Paris is going to be a permanent party member. So I'm going to name it after a mushroom in video gaming. Now, originally I wanted to name it Super Shroom. But one letter short of that. I could call it Mega Shroom, but that doesn't really seem appropriate. So I'm going to name it after the enemies based off of Mario's power-up mushroom from Mario RPG. Amanita. Or also, after the mushroom that Mario's mushroom is based off of in the real world, the fly Amanita, Amanita muscaria, found in Russia, believe it or not. And Amanita is transferred to the second box in the PC, but we're going to go and remedy that really quick. We're going to go on ahead and deposit Zubat and Geodude. And withdraw Amanita. And we have one Pokemon left in Mount Moon to find, and one ball left to catch it in. Unfortunately, it's the rarest Pokemon of Mount Moon. So this could take a while. I'm going to go on ahead and skip. Or actually, I'm going to go ahead and speed up. Ridiculous speed this time in 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure to join us next time on Ninjo X the Enlightened Gamer. I just want to mention that next time is going to be a really battle-heavy episode, so if this collectathon stuff isn't your thing, it happens to be my thing, then just stay tuned. They won't all be like this. They won't all be this long, they won't all be this hectic. Oh, thank goodness. This took forever. I mean, my recording is at 45 minutes, and I only plan on putting about 25 of that on. But this was dumb. Some fun facts about Clefairy. Well, it's a fairy type in X and Y, obviously. You would think that they would have changed its type to fairy, but it's not part normal. I'm pretty sure it's one of the few that was changed into a pure fairy type. Fun facts about Clefairy. Originally, Clefairy was going to have Pikachu's position in the anime. Ash's first Pokemon was going to be a Clefairy. Imagine how different of a show that would have been. I know the excuse is that they thought that women would associate more with Pikachu than Clefairy, but I think they got that backwards. I think you'd be more afraid of losing male viewers if Ash's main Pokemon was pink and fluffy than female viewers. But that's just me. Anyways, I've just been sitting here wasting time. Clefairy's confused. That's actually really not good for catching. But we're gonna go on ahead and try to whittle it down anyways. I have to try and do it again. Please, please don't be hurt in your confusion. And it's in the red, and I'm going to risk it, everything in one ball. All or nothing. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. No, we're not nicknaming Clefairy, despite how hard it was to catch. I'm going to go on ahead and head back out of Mount Moon so we can be ready for some trainer battles in the next episode. And I'm gonna wait to get to my end screen. Actually, we're gonna go really fast, get to my end screen. Until next time, stay enlightened. This is Ninjo X, just coming to you for one last little bit of dialogue. I'm actually kind of used to talking really fast at this point, but I wanted to just say how much it would mean to me if you guys would go on ahead and just click that little subscriber button. If you don't want to hit the one on the bottom left, I believe, at least that's where it is right now, they tend to move, then you can go on ahead and click the circular round one in the window. It's going to move in a few seconds, so be ready for that, but I'm new, I'm brand new, I'm beginning, and every little bit of support means that much more because of it. I don't know if I'm going to be the next big thing. I don't plan on it. I hope that I will be successful. So does everybody, I think. And I am treating this like a full-time job because I don't have any job outside of it. So, anyway, you guys will get regular updates unless under catastrophic circumstances, if I get really sick or if YouTube just decides it's not going to let me upload a video, or if my editing software decides it's going to stop working. But there's very little chance of that happening at this point, and I really hope you guys will decide to stay tuned. So if you're on the fence about clicking that little subscriber button, this is my first series. I have nowhere to go but up. And I'm going to go ahead and drop you in. So you can click that button if you want, listen to the rest of the music if you want. It's a free world. It's a very free internet, sometimes too free. So I'll catch you guys later. Stay enlightened.